Hi there, I'm Eric Linter with Starspeak Whispers for the last part of April 2014. Just before midnight on Saturday the 19th, the sun enters Taurus, which happens to be one of my personal favorite times of the year. Taurus, of course, represents the heart of springtime here in the Northern Hemisphere, and the glories of rebirth and new life will be usually apparent. It's time basically to stop and smell the flowers. Now, overhead, as many of you know, all serious astrology buffs are aware that we are going through some intense and historically intense astrological influences this month. We've had an eclipse. We're going to have a solar eclipse late in the month. And we're also faced with a very powerful grand square configuration involving retrograde Mars in Libra, Uranus in Aries, Jupiter in the sign of Cancer, and Pluto in Capricorn. So the stage is set for huge upheavals politically. A lot of instability can be expected. This will spill over into the world of finance and religion too. Keep your mind open. Be aware. This can be a powerful time for, if we can harness these energies, making really profound changes, making a difference, whether it's in a very small way in terms of your own personal life path or on a bigger scale. You know, it really depends on what level you're playing on, but all of us are, basically being gifted by the cosmos with an incredible amount of energy. And our test, our challenge is how we use these forces. On Easter Sunday, the 20th, Jupiter, the planet of religion and knowledge, is both square Uranus and opposite Pluto. And so we are going to see the fallback position of conservatives everywhere, where they're going to take very extreme positions, my way or the highway. And again, it's imperative that people think about alternative ways of looking at reality. There is no such thing as absolute truth. Everything is relative and subjective. On Monday, the 21st, this point is driven home by the fifth in a series of 7 squares between Uranus and Pluto. The times, they are a-changin', and so Uranus representing progress and progressive forces is again at odds with the more reactionary and controlling energy symbolized by Pluto in the sign of big government and big business. The battle lines are drawn, and we all have to decide what side we're going to be on. Even a simple thing like planting your garden this spring is a revolutionary act and a way of asserting, your humanness. The tensions continue on Tuesday, Earth Day. The moon, by the way, will not be in a very fertile sign, in the sign of Aquarius, but this is a sign connected with community, sisterhood, brotherhood, vision of the future. And so rather than, maybe planting a tree this year, you might just simply go out and pick up some trash on the side of the road. There are many ways to honor Mother Earth. Mars is in a square to Jupiter this Earth Day. And the following day, Mars will be testing both Uranus and Pluto. So we want to definitely take care in terms of driving, any kind of sharp implements, machines that you're working with. The danger of an accident is elevated at this time. Slow down, be cautious. The likelihood of a new outbreak of hostilities is really high at this time. We'll fortunately catch a break late in the week, just after midnight on Friday the 25th. Venus forms an exact trine to Saturn, which is a fabulous aspect for love, for loyalty, for respecting traditions, as well as those people we admire, our mentors, our teachers, and other figures. They may be, quite historic, but, wherever you find your inspiration, share what you believe. The sun is in a conjunction with Mercury this same Friday. It's a good day, really, to speak your piece. Also, over this last weekend of the month, Mercury and the Sun form harmonizing sextile angles with Neptune, the planet of dreams and compassion. And so, if you get the opportunity to lie in the grass and watch the clouds drifting by or work in your garden, you want to get close to nature. Head out, for a drive in the country or go for a bike ride, visit a local park, head to the beach. There's lots of different ways to take advantage and tune in to the voices and forces of Mother Nature. That eclipse I mentioned comes on Tuesday the 29th. It's a solar eclipse at the time of the new moon, and it may herald the fall from power or grace of some, leaders around the world. Eclipses typically release new information, and the various things that we begin either before or just after an eclipse typically don't go the way we think they're going to go. So keep your options open, be ready with alternative plans, and understand that, again, this solar eclipse occurs, as all solar eclipses do, at the time of a new moon in Taurus. Planting season is officially upon us. And so, for the next fortnight, the next 2 weeks, those of you who like to garden, it's high time. Get on with your planting. And finally, on the last day of April, Mercury makes a fine sextile to Jupiter. So we get a lovely aspect that tells us, make travel plans, be optimistic, and keep looking up. So if you want to contact me directly, shoot me an email at stars@ericlinter.com. And remember, my daily forecasts are always available at spiritofchange.org. Thanks for listening today. Be well and enjoy the spring.